All right, ladies and gentlemen, for our final project of this course, what we're going to do is we're going to do a drawing of an eye, a human eye, and I want to work from a photograph. For this project, I'm going to let you guys either take a new picture of yourself, use an old picture of yourself, or you can even go on the internet and find one. Now, the important part in selecting a picture is, number one, making sure it's nice and clear and a close-up of the face. If you have a picture that you really love, but it's your face and the picture is really tiny, well, it's not really going to blow up easily. It's going to look pixelated. It's not going to work for us. So the photograph we want to use has to be a close-up with good lighting, has a little bit of texture, and you don't have a black eyeball over here. You can see some of the color. I've chosen a picture of my daughter over here. You can see it's pretty clear. It's definitely very close up, but I'm only going to focus on one small part of it. Again, you could choose a picture of your own. You could take one. You could also take one from the internet, but it's got to be a close-up. It doesn't have to be just of the eye, but it's got to be a close-up like this and nice and clear. We want to pick a picture that has a little light and shadow and where you could see details. Details are going to be important. This side down here would be not a good one for me to select because it's too dark down here. But you can see in this one, I can see a lot of the information in and around it. So to choose our picture, those are your selection points. You could choose one you could take a new one or find one online. When you do, make sure obviously you save it to your device. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to Photopea. Even if you want to do this in color pencil, I need you to do at least one part of it in Photopea to prepare the picture. You will have your choice of doing this in color pencil or doing it in digital painting. This will be, again, our final sort of project. So what I want to do is I'll open from computer, and then I'll find my photo. Okay. And I have that selected already. Now we're going to use a new tool, a tool we haven't used before. This one's called the crop tool. All right, the crop tool is going to be 5 down from the top. It looks like 2 right angles intersecting with one another, making a square. And the shortcut to get to it is the letter C. I'm going to click on the crop tool, just the regular crop tool. Like all the tools before it, the tool options are up here. You're probably going to see by default the word free in one of them. It's going to be the last drop-down window. Even if it doesn't say free, you'll see W and H with these 2 boxes, and you'll see free or one of the other words next to it. It's the last one. It has a drop-down menu. I'm going to click that, and you can see there's free, fixed ratio, and fixed size. I'm going to go to fixed ratio. When you do that, you're going to see that it says W1 and H1. I want to switch that. I'm going to make the W 6, and I'm going to make the H 9, and just hit enter after each one. What you see is there's a crop window, the crop options. They look a lot like the transform options has popped up. You can see that little dot here in a box. I'm going to zoom out because it's bigger than my picture. So I'm just going to hit Control minus and zoom out. So now you can see this larger box. When I grab this box in the corner, you're going to see this diagonal arrow. No matter what I do, it's going to keep that crop box at about 6 by 9. And what I want to do is I want to crop down on my picture. Okay? In this case, I can crop just the eye or a little bit more. I would say don't just crop it down to just this much. Add a little bit of the face. You don't need much. A little bit of the nose or the eyebrow is pretty good. If you want to challenge yourself, if you're looking to be more, sort of challenging and kind of make this a little bit more complex, you can add more of the face. All right? But you don't need to really add more than just the eye and a little bit of the area around the eye. Whenever you have that box where you want it, and everything inside of this box is what we're going to draw, you can hit enter. When you hit enter, it should crop down into just what was in that box. I'm going to zoom in now so we can do that. Okay? There is my picture. This is what I'm going to draw. To draw it, what I'd like to do is I'd like to set it up in black and white, and for those of you doing it in color pencil, put a grid on it. But I'll do that for you. Your job is to find the photo and crop it down to the part of the photo that you want to draw, including the eye and a little bit of the face. If you're a little, unsure of yourself, less is more. If you've been doing really good and you want to challenge yourself, crop it down to more of the face. But whatever you crop it down to is what you'll be drawing. And again, you got to crop it to 6 by 9. I would like you all to do it the same size. It'll just make it easier for me. Then, File, Export as a JPEG. And then under that JPEG, make sure the quality is at 100%. Now, if you crop your picture and zoom into it like I did, and it looks really pixelated, it looks really blurry, or it looks like little boxes, find a new picture to work with. Again, it has to be a close-up. When you save it, go File, Export as JPEG, and then make sure the quality is at 100%, and you can hit Save. That'll automatically go to your downloads window. Okay, it's my Athena draw. And this is what you will attach to that assignment. Okay? So submitting a photo for drawing of the eye, you can go in to the student view and you will add work, you'll add that picture. What will happen is I will take that picture, I will make it black and white for you, and I will add a grid on it. You won't need the grid if you're doing this digitally, but that's not an issue for us, not a big deal. If you are going to do this in color pencil, you'll get the grid. I will then give you max points for this and then return this picture to you in the chat. Tomorrow and Wednesday, I will show you how we'll get started doing this digitally and on paper, and you will have your choice. If you have been doing digital, you don't have to continue. You could always do this in color pencil and vice versa. Even if you have color pencil, you could do this digitally. It is your choice, but you'll only be doing it one way. We're going to color this thing in color pencil. It's going to be like the Incredible Hulk. This will be all green, but we'll be using the same techniques. On the digital format, I'll give you a choice of color, whatever you want to use as far as that goes. But this will be the start of our final project. And all you have to submit is a cropped down picture of 6 by 9 of part of the face, including the eye. And again, that picture can be of yourself, it could be a new picture you took, or it could be even a picture that you found of someone else, or even one you found online. So that is the new assignment, and we'll start working on how to do this as our final starting tomorrow. I'm going to post